I just need that beer.
Shit, where they at?
What up, everybody? This is Dan with Split It, Grip It, and Rip It with episode 2 with the homie himself, Mr. Nemec. And as always, I got my host with the most.
Adam, dope is Dykes. What's poppin', Namek dog? How you been?
What up, man? I'm good. Been cool.
You
been
chilling,
cool.
living life, or
Yeah.
what?
Y'all been good?
Allergic
Yeah.
reacting to some gloves, dog.
Hold.
For real?
Yeah.
3.
It's crazy.
What up, everybody? This is Dan, the host of Split It, Grip It, and Rip It, episode 2 with the
Hey.
man himself, Mr. Nemec.
Hey.
And as
What up,
always, the homie, my co-host.
What's up? What's up? It's Adam, dope is Dykes. What's up with you, Namek dog? How you been?
What up, Papa? I'm good, man. I'm
Just
good.
chilling or what?
Chilling.
That's what's up. Ain't seen you in a minute, dog.
We are
Yeah,
happy
yeah.
to have you today on
Always.
episode 2, my dude. But before we get into it, I want to give you guys a quick rundown on what we got running tonight for the Split It, Grip It, and Rip It episode 2. We really are trying to provide a platform for y'all to learn not only about some of the most underheard, or let's talk about slept on artists around in the LA area, but
Local artists.
how we can enhance each other's understanding of how cannabis plays a productive role in all of our lives around here at Split It, Grip It, and Rip It.
Yes, sir.
So today, I really want to learn more about you, like Namek, not just the music dude, but where he came from. You know what I mean? So I've been thinking about it, talking about it with my boy Adam here, and really just what brought you into music. Like, when did you really start taking music seriously, and when did you feel like that started part of your life, like really as a path for you to be a successful artist?
Shit, I would say probably around when I got in high school, man. I really, I would say maybe even 8th grade, started kicking it with a few different people, and they introduced me to more underground hip hop. More of the LA scene, the LA indie scene, cats like Project Blowed and shit like that. And that's when I really started to appreciate the lyricism, just more than production and, more than shit on the radio or whatever. So at a young age, I was really into like the lyrical part of shit.
The heart of hip hop.
The heart of hip hop,
Yeah,
the elements, man.
Because right around that age, that's when most people who really like yourself have a love for hip hop. That's when they take off.
Yeah,
I mean, for
exactly.
myself, like I have a love for hip hop, and that's right around that same age. That's when
Yeah.
it was like, this is what I love.
And
You know what I'm saying?
I really appreciate some of the big homies for kind of like molding me and showing me what's up with it,
Yeah, big
When
up.
you say some of those big homies, who you talking about? What would you say some of your biggest influences were early in your career?
Career-wise, like MC-wise, some of my big homies, so it's crazy because one of my favorite MCs was always the homie Abstract Rule. And now, like,
Talented.
I'm part of his
Talented,
label
yeah.
now, Keep
Slept
Fulfilling
on,
NT.
too.
Yeah, very slept on dude. I'm glad he got that shine with Ryan
Are there
Sayers for a
any
bit.
influences aside from somebody who may already be like established like that, who may already be somebody in the industry that maybe put you on, like just like someone from your family or like your past or something like that? That
Oh,
was like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
listen to this, and then you were like, you heard an artist, and you're like, yo, I'm about to kill this shit.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. Shout out to the homie, man. My boy FaZe, my boy Dozer. My homie Patrick back in the
That's
day
what's
type
up.
of shit. Homie shit, real homie
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
Before the music thing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like,
Just vibing in the garage
chilling in
or
the San
something.
Gabriel Valley up in Covina and
Yeah.
Irwindale, vibing,
Man,
wilding.
that's what's up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's up.
So, I will always remember motherfuckers like that, and I'll always be appreciative.
That's what's up. That's what's
So.
up. Because the vibe of hip hop, like you catch that shit with some people, and it's just like you hear certain shit that just like clicks in your brain, and you be like, damn,
Yeah.
this shit make me want to rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And
but-
I was always writing poems and shit too, like in
that's what's up.
elementary
Oh, so you were
school.
already in the whole.
Yeah, I just always had a passion for the art of rhyming,
That's
bro.
what's up. Just writing.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So when did you first start writing? When did you first sit down and write your first poem? Not even your first song, but your first poem.
It's probably like 4th grade or something.
Damn, poetry's underrated too. Like motherfuckers don't understand like how poetry relates to hip hop. You know what I mean? Like the whole just like similes, metaphors,
Storytelling.
haikus.
Storytelling,
Yeah.
Like,
syllables.
that's dope. That's dope that you started with that because a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah.
That's
let,
pretty
let me
lit.
ask you this: when you were
That's
doing those
super lit.
poems back in the day, did it still have a very positive outlook on everything? Because at least from what I've heard from your music, especially most of the new album, it's a very positive spin on
Amsterdam.
everything, man. Like it just seems like the outlook that you have on life is always kind of like the brighter side of things, if that makes sense. Was it back then too?
Well, yeah, especially being a kid, you really
Yeah.
don't experience like the craziness at that young of an age. So it was just me being myself, I guess you could say, man, at a young age, and having my sister there for me. My folks were there, so
That's what's up.
luckily I was
Having a solid circle. That's
Yeah,
what's
I had a
up.
solid
That's not
circle.
normal. Like
It's
that's
not
that's a
normal.
great thing, and
Yeah.
something that drew me to your artistry most was that positive outlook. Because that's something, at least for me, growing up and trying to be that entrepreneurial hustler, you know what I mean? That it always starts up here, you know, it always starts up in the brain, and at least if my ears are telling me the correct information, dude, that message that you push through, like, it's on point. I really dig it. Like, I really dig that.
That is a dope aspect, because people use music to like express themselves, and a lot of times like what they're expressing, unfortunately, they're just in like, you know what I mean, they're not exposed to like a positive environment, so they're expressing some shit that's not all that happy. But it is dope that you have that, and I'm sure we've all seen dark places, dog, so
well,
sure,
that is hip-hop.
and it comes through in your songs also.
Hip-hop
Came from that.
Is known for the negative, harder side of life, and I think that showing that there's a brighter side of things, and it's not that it's and or, I think it's a and some, like a ... at the end of it. And I really feel like that's something that drew me, you know, and somebody that maybe doesn't have the understanding of hip hop as much as the other person. Like, I vibe based off messages. I vibe based off of the beats and the rhymes themselves, and that's what attracted me to your stuff, dude. So, you know, props to that. But kind of on the point of you having a unique message. It was random, dude. It was about 9 o'clock in the morning the other day. I was driving down the 405 freeway, and I hear this fool on the radio on Power 106, and I had to, like, it jumped me for a minute. I was like, what? That's the homie? Like, hold on, I got to turn this up a little bit. And so I don't want to kill the results here. I'll let you tell a little bit about it yourself. But there was a rap battle challenge, and he was coming up on a 3-time repeat champion, and they had 3 styles of voting. I believe it was Twitter, Facebook, and then they did a live call-in. But Namek, tell me a little bit about that. That must have been like badass getting on Power 106.
What was that all about, bro? What was that about?
Oh, it was dope, man. It was real tight. Shout out to Power 106 for actually hollering.
Big ups to Power 106. Hey, I've been listening to them since a youngster. That's a staple in LA and always has been. So for you to be on there, like, big ups. That's tight. Congrats.
That was like, hey, good looking out, bro.
That's tight.
That was like my K-Day back in the day. Because when I was growing up, K-Day really wasn't around anymore.
But I mean, they went away. It was it wasn't. It was 92.3 K-Day. Then it was 92.3 The Beat, right? Or am I tripping?
No,
was it always 93.5?
Nah,
then I know they left and came back.
It was an AM station. It was a 1580, I think.
Regardless, though, you were on Power 106. That's lit, bro. So what was that about?
So that was exactly. That was tight, man. It was called Freestyle Fridays.
Yeah, I heard
and
that.
They had a beast by the name of Roman from the 626 as well. Shout out Roman, man. He was dope.
That's what's up.
So he was holding it down for 3 weeks straight. Jeff Garcia from the morning show hit me up. You know, shout out to the Cruise show, Cruise and CC, everybody right there. They hollered at me the day before the show, man, and asked me to come on in, see if I wanted to give the champ a run for his money, dog. So I'm not really the type to back down from a challenge, homie. Hey, so, you know, I had to do what I had
competitive spirit. That's what hip hop's about.
Yeah,
so
man.
You did your thing, or what? What was the outcome?
You know, I had to get him, man.
So you got the dub.
I got the dub.
I'll give you the specifics. So it went down Facebook. It went down Twitter,
Instagram,
and then
Instagram,
Twitter, and then on the calls, right?
Yeah,
so I know you took the calls pretty handily. Like I remember the percentages on those. The other two were close.
Yeah.
So I think you had Twitter and he had IG, or was it switched?
No, that's what it was.
So you had the Twitter and then he had the IG. So they had to have the drum roll at the end, and this dude definitely took it down. I think it was 70%, 30% or something. It was pretty.
That's what's up. Yeah, I was at work. This fool would blow me up. Like, yo, the homie's on Power 106 out here killing it. He did this X, Y, and Z, and I was like, damn, that's tight. The homie put it down. Man. So you won, obviously, a close call. Is there going to be a rematch, or do you defend it against someone else? What's the plan?
Yeah, so now that would be dope if there was a rematch too, because
I mean, if it's close, I'll fuck with that.
I show a lot of respect to the homie too. He earned my respect. I know I earned his. And,
That's tight. I like
that,
man.
You know, it's all about showing love and being humble, dog.
But
I think the rules are someone else has a chance now. So I'm pretty much going to be defending my title every Friday until someone gets it.
So you should defend, and then, I mean, I don't know if it's LA Leakers, Crews, anybody out there listening to me, I'm a nobody, but my opinion, you should defend, and if you defend successfully, there should be a rematch, especially if it was close, dog. That's all I'm saying. No doubt. And if anybody out there trying to run that bet, I got right here. I put a bill on my boy Namek right here. Run that. Hey, you need odds, dog? I'll give you the business. We're trying to make the dough out here. You know
I see that.
Get me. I'm your bookie. You know, dopest dice. Get the money out here. But hey, congrats though. That's tight that you won though. Good shit.
And on the topic of successes, right? So I'm like thinking positively as your message says, right? So these kind of life moments that are like check marks, you know, successes must feel good.
It's a big one.
And it seems to me, I mean, we talked about it, I think a couple weeks ago, you had a big event up at Kushstock out on the IE the other day or the other weekend.
Yeah, that's a staple in Cali
and at least
too.
in the cannabis industry, that's something to where the lineups that they throw up there during that event are pretty much what draw a huge amount of those crowds. And you are on a pretty solid lineup. So like,
it was dope.
I know there were some weird circumstances that kind of led up to you being able to get on stage, but just the pure fact of being on that lineup is a kudos to your skill and style. But why don't you give us a little bit about what went down, the stuff you could share?
Yeah, congrats for being signed to that lineup and just being on the bill just to go. Like big ups to that. But I really want to know what happened because I heard some shit went down and unfortunate events happened and things didn't go to plan. But why did that happen is my question.
Oh man, I don't even really know exactly. It was all kind of
a
blur, bro. It
was
all kind of a blur,
Break
man.
it down. Tell me what's popping.
Nah. So yeah, I was about to perform and some wild ass motherfucker just comes through and starts. This fool grabs a metal chair and just starts fucking up the turntables real quick, bro.
Like some WWE shit?
Like some WWE shit.
Why though? Did he not like you or not like the DJ or not like what was?
I think if he didn't like me, he probably would have tried to knock my head off with that chair.
Exactly. So we would play that shit in the 626. You made one of them things.
I don't think he had anything against me. I don't know what it was.
So it was during your set, like you were getting like on stage, or was it someone else's shit?
I was about to go on. It was there was a DJ that was performing.
So just kind of like in between sets type thing.
Yeah.
It seems like somebody had.
What did the DJ do? He didn't like stop it or nothing, because out of like instinct, I'd have speared this part instinct. Back up, boom, but.
Well, he got his like 10 seconds.
I
later.
bet security mob didn't. They play no games. Bro.
It wasn't even security.
No
it was just the goons right there.
Yeah, I bet. Dog on the side of the stage, bro.
Before we get into that piece, because I know it's starting to take an angle down the part of the stuff that we don't want to be talking too much about.
It's all cool.
But we really want to.
Happens when you were on the field, though. Get security, get your ass. That is
real
what it
in the field. I can't deny that. It's real in the field.
For
bro.
real.
Keep
Well,
pushing.
Loyal to the soil, bro. You better back up.
But I think as people of the media, like we got to be smart about what we share.
Yeah.
Like we do have a power here in what we get to give life to.
Yeah.
So I think we should give life to the positive sides of it.
Yeah,
The fact that you got on that lineup is
dope.
bad.
I just wish you would have been able to perform.
For real.
Yeah, me too, man. But at the end of the day, that went down. It got broken up eventually. The show went on. It was a real big festival.
Did
so
you get
at the end
to
of the
perform?
day, I feel like it was a good turnout. Nah, but I got my network on. I ended up giving my music to Daz Dillinger, which I really haven't had the chance to link with Daz like that yet. So it was cool to give him my Amsterdam project. And just a lot of good networking that day at the end of the day, so I can't complain.
Hopefully those people respect the love and see what happened and they can make it right next time they come to town, because it's not like Kushstock's never coming back. They're here every so often. So hopefully I'm sure they'll make it right with you. You deserve it. You're a solid, humble dude. I'm sure they'll be real with you.
And big up to the Roll Up Show for even thinking about putting me on. I got to give my shout out to the Roll Up Show.
Speaking of Roll Up though.
Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. But
I love
we on the topic of the night, the cannabis piece of the puzzle. So
yes,
I know for facts. I mean, we burned together. Like we had pretty good conversations when we burned. But outside of the personal side of cannabis for you, do you have anything like, let's say, that cannabis has done for you or anybody in your life that is positive, that can help kind of show the world that there's a reason why this shit had a medical
most definitely.
I remember you saying something about the RSO.
Yeah, let's hear about that.
The RSO really plays a big part right now. One of my friends.
And for the people that don't know what RSO is, what is RSO?
Well, it's known as Rick Simpson oil, which is pretty much the extract of
the full spectrum, or also known as FSO.
It's where the term medical cannabis came from.
Yeah, it's where you're gonna get the medical
concentrated form of the plant matter cannabis that can. It magnifies the medical side.
But that's just for people that didn't know what that was. But continue.
Pretty much
story.
CBD with THC, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, no doubt.
But continue. You got peoples or whatnot.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there with cancer and stuff. I happen to know a few, and I'm hoping that it's really helping out. I think she's been on it for a few weeks now, just taking little drops of the RSO.
She feeling better though?
Yeah. I honestly haven't talked to her in like the last week or whatever.
Reach out. Let us know. Yeah, reach out, because I hope so, man. Because I've heard of a lot of stories where people have like, health that they can't bear. Like, they like, I don't even want to get into the negative ways that they feel, but just health that they can't bear. And then the RSO makes it, honestly, not night to day, but improves their lifestyle so much. So, like, if anybody can get that benefit, then big ups. Like, anybody who's in that situation and isn't educated on RSO needs to be. And that's cool.
My thing is growing up, I remember being taught about DARE and how
don't do
drugs are bad and like
that
this,
Ronald Reagan era.
Crazy,
this smoke a joint and you're a loser kind of thing. And at least for me, my intention for honestly creating this show was to provide a platform to show not only artists that have involved cannabis in their lives, but also what cannabis has done to other people's lives. So like I encourage all you guys out there, share your story if you've got a positive story with cannabis. I mean, for me, I was an athlete growing up, and I had really bad issues with tendonitis and things in my shoulder and my elbow. And I was always taught, take these pills, it'll numb the pain, and then ice your arm at the end of the day. Like, little did I know that those ibuprofen pills that I was taking multiple times a day were not good for my liver.
Tearing up your organs.
And I had an opportunity to use something from the earth that could have done the same exact darn thing that those pills were doing, but nobody taught me. So, like, that's the thing, like, that really gets my blood boiling about this plant, this magical side, dude. It's like just having people share it, But the thing that is exciting about the plant, at least, is there's the term medical or the benefits of it are very wide. Like there's people that have the medical side that are curing cancer and serious things. But then there's people like yourself and myself and my boy here that I use cannabis on a daily basis to just enhance my mental state, like from a functionality standpoint.
Yeah.
So I don't want to run on too much about me, but like for you, dude, what would you say? Like, do you have any rituals or anything that like you got to do this to when you're smoking, or what do you do before you smoke, after? Like anything in your life that's ritualistic with smoking?
To be honest, not really, bro. It's kind of just like a natural thing to me now. It's like breathing air, bro. Like I just.
But
that's even better.
It seems like to me you wake up and then it seems like you like to start your day off with the smoke.
Yeah.
But that's even better, Doug. That if it's a natural thing to you, then obviously that means it doesn't affect your day to day.
It doesn't.
So just to piggyback on what he said, like, the whole DARE program, like that's the whole like, you smoke a joint, it's gonna gateway you into you being a fucking crackhead or something crazy like that.
Still not a crackhead.
Obviously, big ups to the people who smoke weed and never turn into crackheads. So that DARE program is wrong. But anyways, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a normal thing. Like
Thank you for pot smoke.
You're a successful big ups. You're a successful person and you smoke weed every day.
Shout out Nate Dogg.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Smoke weed every day. That's my guy. R.I.P. But that's what I'm saying. So it's just like, it's just crazy that some stigmas and put on some things that's beneficial, and it's just nice to know that there's people out there that that we know, that everybody may know that are in not the best medical condition.
Use your brain,
but can
people.
find a way
like,
to benefit their situation.
Use your brain. Like
do
if
research,
something,
man.
Don't disrespect it and
don't disrespect it when you don't know what the benefits could be, man.
At the end of the day.
So when did you first smoke though? When did you first start smoking?
I was like 12.
12.
When I first
smoked. What did you smoke out of?
It was a. What was it?
Blunt?
No, it was a stress joint.
Stress joint.
And
Hey,
the
you
homies-
smoked
swag.
Yeah.
Some
we all started with swag back in the day. I think we all did.
I could tell just from your age, dog. Me too. We old back in the day.
Well,
there
back
was
in the day, there was swag or kush.
Yeah,
like, there was none of this.
There was
fucking-
chronic.
Chronic. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
But then after
But
Chronic, that's when the Kush came out. That's when
Yeah.
Desert Storm happened, and then all these military food, which is a whole other topic for another time, came back with these seeds from Afghanistan. That's when Kush came into the play, and Kush came into play, and it was like, oh shit, this shit is
Game
way
changer.
better than
Yeah.
the shit we used to have.
Game changer.
Completely flipped everything. But that's a whole other topic. But that's dope. So if you first smoked a stress blunt and
Joint.
stress joint,
Nah,
sorry,
yeah.
my fault. It's stress
There
joint.
is a difference.
There's for
Big
sure a
time.
difference. For sure a difference.
Paper, tobacco.
But then, and you were 12. Did that go hand in hand into hip hop? Like, was it just like, because normally that's how it is for everybody.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
a
it's me like burn a blunt, put a slapper on, and that's what it is.
It's kind of it's the culture, man.
Yeah,
you know?
it always
you can't
is,
you can't
especially in
front and
LA.
say that it's not. They do go hand in hand. Just to this day.
That don't mean you need to
Still.
smoke weed to enjoy hip hop though. Like
Yeah,
you could be
definitely
straight
don't, but
and
it's
or the
always gonna
same
be
thing
there.
on the other side
Exactly.
too, though. But the
It's
cannabis, the cannabis piece of the puzzle, I think, is super almost like a chameleon. It has a bunch of different faces to it, because you look at hip hop, right? The piece that cannabis has in hip hop, but then you look at something like reggae. Right?
Oh,
Reggae
yeah.
has the
Most
same
definitely.
type of feel with it, but then
Classic
you look at
rock.
something like, bro, if you really look into it, even on the country side of things, a lot of the country artists are enhancing their musical abilities
You
with
tell me
cannabis.
back in the day, all the classic rock, what made music what it is today, they were smoking mad joints. We could ask mom. My mom is from back in the day. She'll tell you
Word.
all about it.
my pops too. I kind of learned to smoke from him, man. I always used to see him
Me too,
smoking
yeah.
his little sneaker
I used to always come
So-
into Pops' room Sunday morning about 9:45. It's about to be the Raider game.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it's about to be
You know-
football time.
you know what time
I
it
come
is.
in, the door's always locked. Knock at the door. I smell weird smell. Pops opens the door. I'm like, what is that?
Skunky.
But I
Where's the
knew
skunk
better
at?
than to say nothing because I would have caught a backhand real quick. So I just don't say nothing, thinking like, damn, Dad smells weird. I get older. Dad was smoking weed the whole motherfucking time. And that was, we won't even talk about the Raiders, though, because they're mad disappointing.
We good, man. Raider Nation.
Anyways,
but yeah.
we better
You guys
bounce
are
back,
used
dog.
to that kind of just.
No, I mean, I've
struggle
been used to it, dog. But
bullshit.
after 28 years of trash, dog, I'm fucking getting fed up, bro. Like, why you
Hey, for
trade
real,
Khalil for
he's-
nothing?
He's switching right
You
now.
trade Amari Cooper
He's
for
switching
nothing.
right now.
You release Bruce Irving for nothing, dog. I don't know about you. I know you got that Raider Nation banger, which I fuck with, and Khalil Mack's brother was in that song. But
Shout out
tell
Money
me,
Mac.
shout out Money Mac. But tell me, you can't feel some type of way for the nation, bro. Like, it's hard for me to stay loyal, bro. I've struggled through it all. You know what I'm saying?
I think everybody has this.
But at some point, enough is enough, my guy. We got to use our heads sooner or later. Why are you going to get rid of
First
our
person-
best player? You might as well
first
trade
person-
Derek Carr at this point.
Statement right
Like,
here.
what the fuck?
He has officially
What
switched
the
his
fuck?
loyalty.
Bruh.
We now have a new Rams fan. In
How you gonna give my guy
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Gruden a
Correct me if
10-year?
I'm wrong.
Hey, I don't want to jump ship too much,
Whoa,
bro.
whoa, whoa.
But if
You can't back out
if
now.
we
On the-
can't
on
get
the
it
radio,
together,
bro.
if we can't get it together within the next 24 months, bro, I'm gonna give you 2 years. While I'm in limbo, I'm a no fan, bro. And I went to my first Raider game 6 months old, bro. Like, I'm hard in the Raiders, like that. I'm with it.
Yeah, word.
But at this point, bro,
It's
like,
fucked
you're
up.
trading away talent. You're
It's
giving
scandalous.
away talent. You tell me Bruce Irvin's not going to go sign with somebody and do damage. That's what he does, bro. That's the captain of our defense. After Khalil Mack left, and then you just get rid of him for nothing.
You see that, too?
At least trade his ass.
His first freaking game, dude. He recovers a fumble and takes it
Yeah,
back for a
that shit was
touchdown.
hot. Dog,
Khalil
more
Mack,
than just his
like,
first game. He did it. He got hurt. Hey,
The first player
big ups. I
something.
hope Khalil gets healthy because even if he's not a Raider, I wish him success because he's a beast.
For sure.
But it was more than just his first game, dog. It was a lot. But at any rate, how did you find yourself? And let me just try to get all this negative vibe I put on myself because I love the Raiders so much, but they're just killing me. Well, how did you find yourself doing that Raider Nation record for anybody that might have not heard that?
Check that out on YouTube.
Yeah,
though,
with
for
Money
real.
Mac,
It's clean.
Khalil
It's
Mack's
clean.
brother. That he has
Yeah.
bars, dog. I would not have
Yeah.
expected him to have bars like that.
Yeah, he
He
got
hit
bars.
the shits, bro. He was he was snapping.
He was the third verse, man. The second verse is actually my boy Sloan Bone from Mo
Yeah, he
Thugs.
snapped too.
Yeah, that's my OG right there.
He
Shout out
snapped.
Sloan. But that track actually came about through my homie Jimmy Lokes,
Okay.
who kind of wanted us to do something for the nation.
Yeah, that's what's up.
We ended up doing it. Got a hold of Money Mac. Ended up linking up with Money Mac at a Raider Nation show we did in Long
believe
Beach
it,
with
yeah.
Corrupt, the Dog Pound and shit. So
Hey, Corrupt's a goat,
'cause of
bro. I
that.
love that guy.
hey,
He's
can't-
homie.
yeah, big Corrupt, man.
Yeah.
Much love. Much
He's
love,
in the
Corrupt.
industry. I fucks with Corrupt. That was tight. He's good
Yeah.
people, and he's so underrated. Dog is like a West Coast goat, in my opinion. Like when you get people talking about the West Coast, like who's this, who's that,
Yeah.
you don't hear Corrupt's name thrown around as much as he may deserve.
Yeah, because you only hear Cube, Snoop. Every now and then you'll get you'll get like a DJ
Dre,
Quick or something.
yeah,
Dre, of course.
Quick.
Well, there's that fashionable list, and then there's the real list. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
of
Like
course,
that's the
of course.
truth. But
You-
I think Corrupt, the dopeness, at least for me, is the multi-versatile styles of his business world. At least for me, like this
Yeah,
fool.
he's
in the
longev-
cannabis game too. Like
His
he's got
longevity
he's
is
got those
wild.
Corrupt
Damn.
moon rocks. Like that dude's making an impact in the.
You know who I
medical
fucks
world.
with too, though? Sugar Free, dog. I
Oh,
fucks with
yeah,
some Sugar Free.
legendary shit.
That G Funk, you know what I'm saying? That
That
DJ
funk.
Quick, that G Funk,
Yeah,
that
his
Sugar Free.
production he gets
Which is
outrageous.
honestly, you hear that shit heavy in your shit. Like you hear the G Funk in
That's-
your music big time.
That's kind of what I always try to do, man. Is always try to provide a little bit of G Funk in every album. This
Cali.
Amsterdam project
That
though,
shit's lit.
was like 100%
And
G
you-
Funk.
Amsterdam,
What
when
I
did you-
always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the what's the one? It's like the sixth track that Tell Me.
This is gonna be perfect. This is actually perfect timing. I think we should definitely use this as our transition because we got my favorite part of the episode where we actually get down with the Split It, Rip It, and Rip It,
Hey.
and listen to the album at the same time.
Hey.
So what we're about to do now, y'all, you're gonna get to see some on the road.
I'm
footage
putting
with
my
us.
favorite track on
But
for sure.
we about to go.
I'm
about to
DJing.
go Split It, Rip It, and Rip It. We about to go hit up the 7-Eleven right around the corner, get some goodies.
That we
Yeah,
doing?
I got
Yeah,
caught
and
my
then we
honey. I'm
gonna come
thirsty
back.
too, and I think I need a beer. I don't know about you. You need
And
a
we're
beer?
about to come back and do the Blitz Bars Challenge. So get
And
your
I
mind
need
right.
fire bars, homie.
Yeah,
All right,
so-
You already got your beat in mind, or can I pick your beat? Are you versatile, or you got a beat pick?
I'm gonna let you pick it.
Oh, I'm gonna hit you with a track,
Stop
homie.
right
I'm gonna
there.
hit you with a track.
So, for sure.
I'm
before
gonna hit you with a banger.
Before we jump off real quick,
I
I
wanna
want to
slap
give a
her,
shout
dog.
out to the sponsors for tonight
Yeah,
that are
big
providing
ups.
the awesomeness.
Big ups.
We got Puff All In providing the rap. We got an all-natural Fanta Leaf coming straight from the Dominican Republic.
Hey.
And then we got LA Bulk providing that
Big ups. They're
gassy
good
ass
people over
fire
there.
going on the inside of the wonderful Fanta Leaf. So
Yeah,
we got
them
those
good
already
people.
pre-rolled. Sometimes we like to get down with the roll ourselves, but we got this cigar style roll up
with
ready
the glass
for us.
tip. With the
Yeah.
glass
Nice,
tip, it's gonna be.
nice.
It's
So we're
it's
ready for that?
connoisseur. I mean, it's pretty fire.
So
Super
let's
fire.
get it.
Super
Splitty
fire.
gribbity ribbit.
Let's go.
Be right back.
Hey, 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 hey.